Welcome back again, family. So, family, if you are coming new to the channel for your first time, please do well to hit the subscribe button, share this video so that it reach many people as possible. I still remain a also from Africa, Ghana TV. Alright. So, family, in this video, I'm going to take you to Burkina Faso, where the Burkina Faso's president Ibrahim Traore has banned the importation of rice. He said no more importation of rice from other foreign countries to Burkina Faso. He said he is having a good soil. His land is good for agriculture. No need for buying of cultivated rice overseas to his country. So he has said enough is enough. He don't want any imported rice. He has banned all importation of rice. This also boosts his agricultural sectors. This will also what? It will also increase the agricultural productivity of rice in his country. So we have been seeing on social media how he's removing those in prison, those criminals in prison. They go into farming and working for the state. If you have been in prison for so long, you go out there, you work. Prisoners go out there and work in farms to cultivate that will help the citizens, that will help the families in Burkina Faso. So that is what Burkina Faso prisoner is now doing. He said no importation of rice again from foreign land to Burkina Faso. Please, without talking much, please, let's listen briefly to this. My colleague is going to explain to you how this banning of importation rice come about and how it's going about in Burkina Faso. Alright, so stay tuned, please. Let's get into it.
This is what is going on. The government of Burkina Faso suspend rice import to sell off domestic production. They suspend all rice coming from outside into the country. Hold on, because it is affecting our domestic production. People are consuming more of the imported one, and therefore our farmers, after producing the rice, it is not going. There's some. This is a topic of a particular concern to me in particular. So let me run you through the breakdown, right? The government of Burkina, the issue statement I'm going to read to you, and you see the kind of things they listed out there. They even put a number there that anybody that perhaps somehow anyhow you've been possessed with a small spiritual problem and you decide to go against the directive, it go be for you. It go be for you. So the Burkina Faso government has decided to suspend rice import throughout the entire country until further notice. They didn't give date that maybe by this time next week. No. Until further notice. The measure, according to reports, came on board in a statement released on April 29th, April 2026. And this is to promote the sale of domestic production and to strengthen the country's food sovereignty. And they want to depend on themselves. The goal is to produce rice enough to feed the entire country and export outside. You can't be bringing in where we have enough here. There is land for production, and therefore we don't need, to entertain people who want to bring their own in. So the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Handicraft, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water, Animal and Fishery Resources, and the Ministry of Economic and Finance, they came together and issued a joint statement. They explain also that there's something they call ASI, which is Special Import Authorization for rice. This one also is suspended. The only thing surrounding this is that economic operators who are already holding valid authorization are granted a 2-month grace period to finalize their import formalities. So within 2 months, when you're already in the process, within 2 months, you should be done. Okay, after 2 months, you will not be able to sell your imported rice into the country. These are the people who have special import authorization. It is also suspended until further notice. The Burkina Faso authority, according to report on my screen here, they made it clear to importers, state technical services, border control agents, and security forces to support the effective implementation of this measure. People who are on our border control agents, sometimes they take things in their pocket and then they allow things to enter the country. If they catch you you are on your own. Whatever possess you, you will be delivered. The government warned them that anybody who offend will be subject to penalties provided by the regulation in force to make sure that these measures are not violated by anybody in the country. They urge citizens to even, participate in conducting independent investigation in case anybody violates this. Number is being put there to make sure that they call that number and report so that action will be taken. And this is the statement they released. And when you look at it, the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Handicrafts, Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Animal and Fishery Resources, Ministry of Economic and Finance. These are the people that came together and signed this particular statement. When is Ghana going to take this step? You see, Burkina Faso is reclaiming complete full sovereignty. When you come to Ghana, for example, our local rice is expensive than the one imported. Somehow, anyhow, our system has been compromised and structured in such a way that the people who bring rice into this country import rice. Sometimes, you eat the rice, you ask yourself whether it is rubber or rice. You can't tell. The Food and Drugs Board need to talk to us about this and then answer us about this. But let's put that aside. The local rice, the system is structured in such a way that our local rice is more expensive, and therefore people tend to consume the imported rice. So people who import rice into the country make more money and sell their rice is to finish, new one will come in than our local rice, because our local rice are expensive. Ghana as a country, we don't have a national processing, to add so much value and repackaging our rice so that we can feed the country and feed outside. But somehow anyhow they are suffocating our rice farmers here because our local rice has become gold, very, very expensive. You cannot understand why anything made in Ghana has to be expensive. Anything cultivated in Ghana have to be expensive. Something that will travel mass, cross the sea, across the ocean, enter the country will be less expensive than what we have already produced here ourselves. Why? Burkina Faso is taking a decision to make sure that they cure that, because our farmers cannot go through hell and harvesting the rice. They don't have market to sell to because people come to the country and they are selling their thing. No, Burkina Faso first. This is the initiative. Traore is taking decision to the interest of the people of Burkina Faso. So if you are a farmer in Burkina Faso now, you know that you will not farm rice, you don't do rice farm, and at the end of the day you will not have market, because when importers are being suspended, market is open for locals to sell their own and also make money, because some people, the rice will be dead. There's no market because people are consuming more of the foreign rice. This is decisive decision that a government is taking to the benefit of the people. Why can't Ghana do the same thing? Because honestly speaking, I'm one of the voices that I'm not understanding the kind of rice we are eating in this country. Honestly, I have to be honest. Nigerians, you can speak for yourself. I'm not in Nigeria, but I know that Nigeria also, when it comes to rice importation, the Chinese rice and the Taiwan rice, is it Taiwan? No, Vietnamese rice all over the country. You don't know all of them. Sometimes you eat the rice and you ask yourself, is it rubber? So you roll the rice, you hit it on the ground, it jump up like tennis ball. Like, you don't know what we are eating, because for our Food and Drugs Authority and Gaza, we don't know. Somehow, anyhow, there's a problem with them. But let's put that aside. But this is good initiative. Somebody need to stand for the farmers in Ghana and across Africa. When you are going to your village, it is a shame, okay? First of all, it is a shame that we will get to this level where people will be supplying rice to us. We will be importing rice. Looking at Africa, our land, very fertile when it comes to rice production. When you are going to your village right now, we have prisoners. Why can't prisoners be engaged to farm rice for the country, to feed the country? Burkina Faso, they are doing it. Prisoners have been engaged so that they can farm for the country. Guess what? Some ministers and some people in authority, when the importation is coming in, people are importing rice like that. as they are selling it, they have their commission, and because of the commission they are getting, they somehow structure the system to put pressure and make the locals suffer. The locals have no choice than to make their rice expensive so that people cannot buy. Then the importers, the people who are importing it into the country, these people, you know, they can make money quick, and ministers are having their share, and then that's all. Business is booming on the head of our farmers.
So family, after listening to that video, what will you say? That Ibrahim traore should continue with the banning to stop the importation of this of imported rice? What do you have to say after listening to that video? Right? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Give me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? Alright? And please, if you have come to the end of this video, please feel free to join the family. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video so that you'll be the first person to see any of my recent video I'm going to upload on this my channel. Alright? Please join the family and do well to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Push.